Aha, it's Lil Baby.
Last time we snuck behind stage, we snuck backstage, and this time we coming in, we invited, we doing something with Indo. 6 months ago, 7 months ago, we came to the Indo right before they went on their world tour, the last show that they did in New York. I hadn't met Kahani, we just DM'd, hadn't met him. We went for the first time, we went to the show, snuck backstage, all of that, left the show, came back because somebody left their bag. Not even expecting anything. Kahani just finished his set. He goes, yo, Aram. I see him, we meet for the first time on stage. Tej has the video, so Tej, if you're watching this, send me that video. We talk about the entire experience. We talk about them going to Mumbai, them coming back, and Kahani completely repeats. He's like, yo, I'm gonna miss New York. And now they're coming back, and this is gonna be a whole New York show. And Conversation with Chai is covering the entire thing, so let's do this.
Hello, you can just fist up the camera.
Concept of something you see on the internet every day. Now you see real life, you're like,
Right here, real life.
Oh shit, I'm starstruck right
Stop. Like our culture, like what they're doing, like they're signed to like UTA. Like these guys aren't just doing something on like a South Asian level, right? Like they're doing something on like an international level, right? Like coming home like this, like being like a back to New York show. Like just think about like the lineup, bro. Like they're bringing out Hyder, P, like the entire like their label, right? They brought Ahad Had a Dream out, right? Or they're going to, like it's insane. Like what they're doing for their coming back to New York show is like something that like when you think about like put on for the city, like this is put on for that city. Yeah, okay, so this is like, we're getting a tour for Naman right now. like
Workshop area, you can see his honest eating food, somebody tuning their instrument.
Sound check. This is insane. Empty Mirage. I've never seen this shit. Empty Mirage is crazy. We were talking about how like, yo, like when you're in the crowd, that shit like feels huge. But like from there, it's like, yo, you can see everyone and everything. I see why people talk about like playing Mirage as like a thing, right? Like it feels, it's like there's like an energy to it. Right? Because people talk about culture and community, but like this is what true community looks like. How many of these DJs would, who knows if they'd ever have the opportunity to play at Brooklyn Mirage, right? And as like a DJ, like this is the thing that you work towards, right? And the fact that they're able to do it off of the labor of these guys is like honestly the most incredible thing. That to me is what gets me excited as fuck about this.
This is my favorite fucking club in the world. My life has changed because of some of the shows I've seen this place. I have been here many a time and been like, one day I'll play this stage. For us to headline 2 times here, and this one is extra special because it's not just one room on a Sunday like we did last time, which by the way was really dope. It's a Friday night. The whole complex is brown people and our music, and we're not compromising. Like the sounds you're gonna hear tonight, they're gonna be shit. You're gonna hear every DJ set and be like, I'd say 75% of every DJ set is going to be music you've never heard before.
Mm-hmm. Where do we start? No one's ever seen a lineup like this, ever. And I think for it to happen in New York, like we are making New York a home and a beacon for, I think, South Asian artists around the world.
Especially this weekend.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this weekend.
Bro.
Someone told me half of Mumbai is in New York right now, right? We know what's happening this weekend, man. On ESPN, they're talking about cricket this weekend. Because what's going down, when you see what's happening with the NBA All-Star game, right? It's not just basketball, it's culture, community, and music plays a big role there. So why is our community not doing the same thing? And so we took it upon ourselves to do that and make that the goal.
Traveling for music and experiential stuff, I have limited experience with. Whenever I was in a place that I was like, wow, this place is sick, it's beautiful, I can feel the music, the people are great, the energy is great. The first thought I would have is like, what would it feel like if I was hearing our shit here? Speaking of, yo,
hey, pull up.
Yeah.
Oh,
we have the
shit.
legendary.
Oh, man.
How can I just
We're just talking about you.
How can I just infiltrate the content?
So great to meet you. Thank you. We were
Hello.
just talking about that.
We were just talking
about you.
Aram, nice to meet you.
This ain't about us. It's really about the next generation. It's about the thing that we talk about all the time. You know what? if you have a kid and your kid loves playing the piano, well, encourage them to keep on playing the piano. Don't say, hey, stop that, it's nonsense, go do your math. No, push that. If your kid wants to be an actor, help them become the best actor. Like, we are, as a culture, creative, but we've been locked behind this timepiece, which is largely driven by immigration and what our parents have had to do to get it here. But now it's a different time now. Our parents did the hard work so we can now flourish. Now it's on us to come here and elevate for the next culture. Let's go.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Thank you.
So much. Thank you so much. Absolutely.
Anything y'all want to say to the vlog real quick?
Thank you. We'll see you tonight. Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Yo, I love how seriously y'all take this, because this should be like our performance, right?
You gotta channel it. You gotta get into it, because then you want the crowd to feel what you're feeling, which is just fucking energy.
Yo, I love the fact that everybody who's performing has like a certain energy. Is it always like this?
Always, every time, every show, every performance, every like live singer, live like his musician, whatever. It's just energy.
You've done Mirage before?
Have I what?
Have you done Mirage before?
I have. The first time I was not the same energy.
Not the same energy, right?
I was
Nervous.
like a little bit more timid.
Now you get to come in and like.
Now like, let's go, baby.
Like I'm meeting like a lot of like the Indo team, like Adonis, and it's like, yo, this is truly a community effort.
It's really a community. Yeah,
People love.
But that's what it takes to do this. To get this many people in the building on a Friday night, it takes a community, it takes a whole team to build to this point. It takes a lot of belief, individual belief from everyone that this can actually happen. We used to joke about this happening actually. We're like, yo, what if you guys did Mirage?
Let's just cast this.
By the way, yeah,
we didn't even
Mendy
cast
by
it.
Monica.
Mendy by Monica, the entire team. The entire team.
My
Isn't
wife
it?
did this. Nice
Flies. Bro, we keep talking about how this is like a coming home to New York show for them, right? And I was like, yo, the most indicative thing of that is the fact that they got P and Hyder coming on.
It feels like for the city, bro, and it's like this is the only reason I want to do it. Besides Kahani and our relationship, it's just like, yo, you're in New York City, you're in Brooklyn, you're in our backyard.
I think about how crazy it is. Like, you ever think about like, yo, would you play in Brooklyn
Look,
Mirage?
last year he was in Brooklyn Mirage. He toured around the whole world and he's circled back right
Back to Brooklyn Mirage, back to New York.
He's back in our hood, and that's what we're doing right now. We're putting on for our hood, putting on for our city, putting on for people that look like us, feel like us.
Drew, what does this moment mean for New York? What does this mean for the culture, right?
Yeah.
Having Ahad come here, everything that it is, what does it mean?
I think it's dope that the United States is becoming a cultural hub for Desi people. So I think in England, they've been doing an incredible job. Their families got there a bit earlier. So guys like Ahad, who created Dialed In, who created his own club event, they've been doing this for about 5 to 10 years now. And we're getting to a point in our states where like, there's like brand representation and then there's a diaspora. They're one of the groups that are exporting a certain type of music that the rest of the world hasn't heard yet. And it's really exciting because then we get put into the mainstream by just doing what we do rather than asking to do it. For
It's
us,
crazy, it's a cultural moment, right? Doing Mirage.
Yeah.
Bro, like, I can't, like, you said it better than I could, right? Like, I think, like, it's important that, like, we continuously remind the audience, right? The audience of the culture, how big of a deal that these things truly are, right?
The fact that there was a point where when I was younger, I was like, I need representation. 5 to 10 years from now, it's not about going to be needing it. It's going to be about just having it and like being about culture rather than fighting for it.
Being it.
It is the culmination of a lot of hours of hard work. Yes, sir. From him, from his whole team, from all the other DJs. Everybody's been doing an amazing job. and it's amazing. It's a sold out crowd tonight, is it not?
But the fact is, a brother like him, who's a fucking legend in the game, showed up just to be part of the experience. Didn't hear something say, no, I didn't do this. He showed up. I saw him, like, oh shit, bro, you're here? That's how it is. That's how it used to be.
A win for one of us is a win for
All of us. Let's go.